another exclusive lounge artillery officer. That is correct. We have Fighting Falcon here. And honestly, wow. Okay, so let's take a look here at Fighting Falcon. Now, Fighting Falcon is an artillery field main, and the skills is kind of the expert. Now, I'm a little bit confused on here because the skills is very different to what we're used to. So let's take a look at the first one. The first one here shows that this officer's artillery troop gains blazing for 8 seconds after a normal attack. It applies burn, and the damage coefficient is for 450 for 4 seconds. So every second you will get a tick damage of that 450, meaning you'll have a total of 1,800 coefficient total worth of burn. And this triggers at most once every 4 seconds. So you can go from basically doing 1,800 twice within a normal skill shot charge, which is 8 seconds, which is kind of crazy. On the first attack against a troop, the officer's artillery troop immediately gains blazing for 8 seconds. So basically, obviously, when you do your first attack, you gain blazing for 8 seconds, and then after that, every 8 seconds, you'll be able to re-trigger this. And honestly, it's kind of crazy the amount of damage you can do. Now, the next one here, guys, is going to be a damage intensity buff of 10%, but a burn coefficient increased by 40%. That is huge, which means the 1,800 will gain a 40% increase in total. Very extreme. Then we have a low time reduction here of 10%, and then we also have a normal attack resilience buff of 30%. And moving on to the final one here, we have an officer skill boost of 30% for a balanced skill, and a officer skill resilience buff of 30%. Now, the awakened skill, guys, is another 1 grid officer. So, guys, let's be honest here. This is going to be huge, okay? This is going to be absolutely insane when it comes to not only in the field, but in defense as well. And paired with red heat, this is going to be exceptional. Absolutely exceptional. So here's what I'm thinking, guys. If you already have red heat, this is the officer to get, to be pairing with her, whether it be on a rocket launcher, whether it be on any form of artillery realistically. Now, is it going to be very effective on an ATG? Maybe, but I would say not really. You don't need to worry about having that burn on there. So in my eyes, guys, if you have this on a rocket launcher or on a, obviously, Howie, this is going to be extreme. Now, one thing to take into consideration, guys, about blazing is it only works when on units. It does not work. It says here the blazing effect is removed immediately before attacking a base. So this burn stuff doesn't work on a base. So if you are a base main and you only attack bases and you're never in the field, I wouldn't really advise getting this. I'd say maybe do some skill training. But if you are a field main, you have a rocket launcher in the field, you have, you know, anything in the field that's down to you killing units and units alone, this is by far going to be absolutely devastational when it comes to attacking bases. This is basically if Red Heat and Liberty had a baby. It's not necessarily a skill shot where it charges for 8 seconds and then hits a skill shot. This is a skill shot that gets applied from a normal attack. So kind of insane if you asked me. And the fact that it's another 1 grid. As most of you know, on my main account, I currently have, obviously, Lady Liberty. I've already got Red Heat, and now I almost have Vindicta. As of right now, I have nothing in Thunder. He's not been touched. I'm thinking I'm just going to ignore Thunder. Yes, I would love to have Thunder. He's so strong, especially when attacking bases, which is kind of my main thing. But I already have Red Heat, and I feel like this officer here would add such a big addition to being able to pair with Red Heat that it would be extraordinary amount of damage. These two put together will be huge. Yes, it's going to take me, what, 1 year and 9 months to awaken this officer, but with that being said, I'm definitely going to be going straight onto her once I've got Vindicta done. That way, I'll have 3 rocket launchers all at max range, or obviously 2 Howies and then a rocket launcher for them field fights. But as always, guys, what do you think about this officer? Is it someone you're going to be getting? Do you have Red Heat, and are you planning on pairing them with her? So, guys, lounge, has gone straight back to another artillery, which I'm actually surprised about. And genuinely, I didn't think it would be another artillery lounge officer so soon, but here we are. As always, I appreciate you for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And if you haven't done so, please think about hitting the like button. And as always, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Take care, everyone.